What's up guys, Joe here, welcome back to my channel, and today we're back with the final part of La Vuelta Espana here on PCM with T-Mobile, and we currently sit right there in GC somehow. Ciccone within a minute of Geraint Thomas in the red jersey. We have the likes of Pogacar, Pouls, Roglic, Gaudu, also Fabro still in the top 10, so it's very close with 8 riders within 4 minutes. Let's see what stages we have coming up. And before I forget, make sure you hit that like button and drop a sub on the channel if you enjoy it today. But we start with a big mountain stage, plenty of big steep climbs there, and then it doesn't get any easier. Look at stage 16 as well. Flatter one, so a chance for Rick Zabel. We then have stage 18. I remember Sergio Higuita winning this stage back when it happens in real life. We have a flat one again, stage 19, massive stage on stage 20 to the finish, and then we have a flat one into Madrid to finish. Stage 15 gets underway, and what a day we have. Ciccone on a +4 day. Let's try and get at least a couple riders in today's breakaway. Maybe Vermarka can try and join these guys as well. But yeah, Ciccone, what a day. Really excited for this one. So we do have a final breakaway of 16 riders up the road. We have 3 riders in this group as well. Covey on a +5 day has joined. And really, we're not going to win the stage. The likes of Landa are here, Enric Mas as well. But we can use these guys as little stepping stones, hopefully, for Giulio Ciccone. So we may as well see if Covey can try and take some KOM points back on Mark Padun today. It's a big gap, but he should be strong enough, I hope. Parapentra does come and try and challenge, but we do get some points back. Let's see if we can try and catch him. So next climb then, Mark Padun is opening up. Parapentra is following. I think we'll try and take his wheel with Covey in a moment, but Rich doing a great job keeping Alessandro right to the front here, hardly using any energy at all. In fact, let's try and go with ourselves. Let's see if Covey can beat Padun. Parapentra as well to the line right here. This could be close, you know. Let's see. We do get second, but Padun gets almost no points, so we are catching him. Into the final 50k of this stage then. It hasn't been a rapid tempo, which does mean 6 minutes for the guys up front. Groschartner working in the service of Mikel Landa today. What a domestique he has up the roads, and I think we'll lose a few riders here. Let's see if Covey can last to the top of this climb. Into the final 1.5k then of this climb. Probably one of the most difficult climbs today. To be fair, they're all very difficult, but I'm afraid that Covey will not be strong enough to take any of those KOM points. I think it's time to give up that chase. Okay guys, we have 10k to go in the stage. I've just seen the breakaway enter the foot of this climb, and it is going to be crucial that we put our guys right at the front of this group. So that is exactly what I'm trying to do, despite the efforts of Groupama, FDJ. Let's go right to the front straight away, and that is pretty much what I was intending to do right there. Ruch and Zimmerman, Ruch dropping back from the break, are going to be done pretty swiftly here. We do have Vermarka and Covey up the road. Let's drop those guys to 65 and really try and press on at the foot of this climb. So we're dominating the front of this group, but now we have seen Jonas Ruch just struggle, and he is now done for the day. We'll put Fabro in the wheel of Ciccone. Ruch can set up for the rest of the day for sure. Vermarka and Covey are options. They only have 4k to go in the stage. We need to really press on here and make things as difficult as we can. In the group behind, we only have 5k to go. Geraint Thomas is marking us. Suddenly, a massive split. 21 riders in this group. So guys, Aliotti is now struggling. We'll drop these guys a little to maybe 40 effort, and this is the moment where Giulio Ciccone is going to go on the attack today. He's going to try and bridge to those guys. Primoz Roglic can follow. He is the only man who can follow as well. Right, here we are. Let's try and time this well if I can. Let's put these guys straight up to 99. They can try and protect Giulio Ciccone for as long as they can, just like this. That should be okay. I'm not sure why Covey is trying to follow Vermarka, but this will do. Fabro needs to try and keep touch just behind as well. Pogacar is struggling. Geraint Thomas has not gained contact with us just yet either. Ken Vermarka doing some good work. He is getting blocked a little. Roglic is struggling as well to hold the wheel. Let's try and use Alessandro Covey because Vermarka is now done for the day. He can drop back and help out Fabro. So much to monitor right now. We have 800 meters to go in this stage. No idea what's going on at the head of the race. Mark Padoon is going to win it seemingly. Let's try and just sprint for the line with Ciccone. Geraint Thomas did come back, to be fair to him, but I think, will we gain time on him here? A bunch of breakaway guys. Ciccone up the roads. We are going to gain time on Geraint Thomas and everyone else, I believe, in the GC. This could be a good day for us. Don't get me wrong, I like a lot of things about PCM, but one of them I really like is trying to pull off a stage like that, trying to put riders in the breakaway and help out your GC leader later on a big mountain stage. And looking at the time gaps, we are now 11 seconds behind Geraint Thomas. A terrible day for Tadej Pogačar. Where is he? He lost plenty of time. 2 minutes 50, over 2 minutes on Ciccone. He is almost 3 minutes back right now, and we are starting to see the top two really pull away. And again, a shout out to Matteo Fabro. He has been so consistent at this race, really has. Still in 7th spot in the GC. Stage 16 gets underway then, guys, and I must say, all the momentum does seem to be with Giulio Ciccone. We want that red jersey on Geraint Thomas' shoulders still, and you can see Ineos not happy with the current state of the breakaway. There are 35 riders up the road. I only managed to get Georg Zimmermann up in this breakaway, sadly. As you would expect, some super strong riders are here. Not ideal for us though. Alessandro Covi does go down early in this stage. I do want to just check if anyone else of note has fallen. It doesn't appear to be the case though. And right now, the Ineos Grenadiers are just not willing to let this breakaway go at all. They still continue to pace on the front. They've used so many domestiques already. I think they've used, I mean, they're on Sivakov right now. And you can see the break have just over a minute. It doesn't seem it's going to last. Nightmare for us. Gio Aliotti falls by himself just on the approach to this climb. He was going to be one of our key domestiques here today, and that is just a nightmare. I mean, Geoghegan Hart is now tempoing as Sivakov is done. Ineos have literally used all their domestiques right now. I also think it's worth dropping Georg Zimmermann from this group. He looks absolutely done. But right now, I'm going to see if we can try and use this as an opportunity. Aliotti did come back. He just tempoed up because all the Ineos guys who were tempoing are completely done in this stage. So I've put a few of our guys to the front here. Let's see if we can push them out the back for good in this stage, and that would be brilliant because then Geraint Thomas will be very isolated early on. Harder said than done though. Kwiato's just dropped out the back as we go over the top of this climb, but I do believe they still have most of their major domestiques up in this group, as you see here, to support Geraint's. Next climb then, I continue to press on the front, trying to make this a difficult stage. We're feeling good. We have to really try and pile the pressure on here. Zimmermann may go out the back now. That's fine because we still have Aliotti, Vermarca, Ciccone and Fabro in this group, leading into that massive 22-kilometer final climb. Here we go then. Alto de la Cabia kicks off, and we do have an early move by Mike Woods, who is in the top 10 in the GC. Not really a threat to us though. Let's try and use our domestiques here smartly. Try and make sure we're marking Geraint Thomas at all times really, and that's all we need to worry about today. Obviously, Roglic, Pogačar are still a danger, but Geraint Thomas is really our main opposition, I believe, right now. Now, at the head of the race, by the way, we do still have 8 riders who are 5.5 minutes up the roads. I think the stage is theirs. Okay, but now we are seeing David Gaudu winds up an attack. This is a much more dangerous move than the Mike Woods move we just saw earlier on. Vermarca and Aliotti are about to go out the back, which does mean Fabro will probably be giving up his place in the GC today to work for Giulio Ciccone. We have to focus on Giulio right now. I know Fabro has had a great race, but he will be a domestique for Giulio now today, as still no GC contenders have managed to go up the roads. Micah trying, he's over 10 minutes down, doesn't really matter. But now David Gaudu goes again into the final 10k. We don't really need to chase that too aggressively. Let's set a steady tempo, one we know we can maintain, and try and attack the stage like this. Gaudu, a much bigger threat to UAE, so they are working for Tadej Pogačar. Gaudu caught again then by UAE, and suddenly we're down to, I think, 28 riders in the main peloton. We can try and use Fabro a little, and I think we have to try and attack at some stage in this stage to try and get red. We're so close. I mean, a 10-second sprint isn't really on the cards because, of course, the stage is going to be won by the breakaway today. I do want to try and play a little conservatively right now though and try and attack on the steeper sections. But now we enter the final 4.5k. This is where we really need to attack this stage with Ciccone. Fabro is now done. Ciccone on the attack right now. We still have Sivakov, Hindley and Gegenhardt in this group. Could they regret trying to bring in that breakaway earlier on in this stage? Let's try and hold this gap now to the line. Sivakov is now done. Fabro, bless him, is going to drop so far down in the GC as Ciccone is attacking this climb. Boy oh boy, Gegenhardt trying to bring him in. We'll kick again off the front with Giulio. We have some space. Gegenhardt trying to work for Geraint Thomas, and this is so close right now. Also, Primoz Roglic is struggling out the back. He has 4 teammates up the road. Roglic has been so hot and cold this race. But anyway, let's focus on Giulio into the final kilometre. Can we take reds here in La Vuelta? Giulio Ciccone, I think, is going to just gain enough time on Geraint Thomas, who put up a great fight, to be fair to him. Those two have been by far the strongest at this race so far. Oh boy, that's going to be close. And look at Roglic and Pogačar. I mean, Roglic has been dropped by his own team. These guys have been nowhere. Great win for Nielsen Palace, by the way, in the breakaway, beating some great names. But Ciccone is going to do it. I can tell it's going to be so close. Look at this. 4 seconds. Ciccone into the red jersey. We now have a 4-minute gap to anyone else, and it really is Giulio versus Geraint Thomas for La Vuelta. What a scenario this is. Fabro retains his place in the top 10, to be fair to him. What a race this has been. I can't believe how bad Pogačar and Roglic have been. I mean, look at their attributes. They should be flying. You know what, guys? It could just be our race as we take a look at Giulio in the beautiful red jersey. I mean, he gets a -1 day on a flat stage. You love to see it. You really do. Finally, we get some luck in that regard. And hopefully, we can also get some luck with Zabel winning today's stage. Still looking for his first Grand Tour win. And right now, guys, I'm panicking a bit because Pippo Ganna is trying to join Zdeněk Stybar in the break. You remember what happened last time that happened. Hopefully, I mean, they're not going anywhere, luckily for us, and we're not going to allow that to happen again. Guys, this man, Jonas Rutt, should now be called El Tractor. He is the new El Tractor, I'm telling you. He has been on the front the entire day, and he has kept this gap reasonably close. Luckily, the breakaway are starting to attack each other now, but still, almost 2 minutes. We need to bring these guys in. But now we do enter the final 12k. The breakaway are in sight. Really, we have controlled the peloton for the entire stage, it must be said. I mean, we are in reds, so you can understand the teams making us do that. But luckily, we have been able to control things and bring this in for a sprint. And hopefully, Zabel can deliver the goods. But I mean, this man might have something to say about that for sure, and others. But now 7k to go. Let's take a quick look at the finish. It does punch uphill briefly towards the line, and there you are. The breakaway are caught. Bar Petar Vakoc now riding for Caio Royal, the team that I cannot pronounce. However, 5k to go. Fabro putting things up to 95. Zabel in a great position. Philipsen not too far away either for Team UAE. Neither is Giulio Ciccone. And right now, we are controlling this sprint. This is going perfectly for us. Fabro can sit up now. We are causing some splits to form as well. A very technical finish here. Christoph, Caden Groves are on our wheel. We also have Elia Viviani. Let's go right now with Alessandro Covi and Rick Zabel into the finish. Come on, Rick. Go for the line. This could be the moment. Rick Zabel. And he just cannot get the win. Ah, Jasper Philipsen gets it. We're only going to be 4th place. We drop Caleb Ewan out of position and we still couldn't get his win. Here we go then, guys. One of the final big mountain stages. I think the penultimate mountain stage of this Vuelta. We get a +2 with Ciccone. It's not bad in reds. Is it going to be enough, though, to hold on to this jersey with Geraint Thomas seemingly on great form as well? So we're not really going to be able to get riders in the breakaway now. We're in the red jersey. We have plenty of attacks as well. Adam Yates up the road, but we'll control the peloton today and see what we can do that way. Oh, and we've just seen a big crash take place in the peloton. Jonas Rutt, one of the riders, to go down right there. I can see Valverde too, but I think we've avoided seeing any big GC contenders go down until we see Tadej Pogačar has fallen. We can sit up in this group, of course, and UAE are going to be panicking. 80k to go then. Jumbo-Visma seem to be upping the rhythm. I guess Roglic is on one of his better days at this race. Maybe even going for Wout van Aert, who knows. But we are looking fine, sat in this group. We've lost Jonas Rutt due to a full. And I mean, if they're tempering that fast, we don't need to, that's for sure. And right now, 4K to go in this climb. 38 riders now in the peloton. We're not going to tempo at all. The other guys need to attack us, that's for sure. And there's been an incredible amount of dawdling in the peloton between these climbs. So we have seen some riders come back on as well, which could be of use for us because we have Vermaak and Covey to tempo a little right here. But up the road, the breakaway, I think, now will win the stage. Yates, Vlasov, Knox, Vavaka, Schachmann and Fusang will contest it, I believe. And we have just seen Primoz Roglic go on the attack. We still have Fabro in this group, Aliotti and Zimmerman as well. Roglic, it's an ambitious move. I mean, Bennett, Van Aert are still here too. I'm not sure why Jumbo-Visma haven't really worked for Van Aert in this stage. Would have really suited him for sure. And we can sit up. I mean, we have so much energy with Ciccone, we just don't need to use it with Roglic on the attack. I can maybe try and follow, but there's really no needs. So Aliotti and Zimmerman are gone for the day most likely. We still have Fabro, he can tempo along this section. Let's do that. I mean, we don't really need to. Let's do it. The breakaway will win, and it is Knox, Vlasov and Yates trying to attack Maxi Schachmann, a future T-Mobile rider who seemingly will just miss out on the chance to win today. So Fabro is going to be able to control things nicely for the rest of this stage. Let's see how it finishes. We have Yates, Vlasov and Knox. I think Yates probably the favourite in a sprint, but neither of the three riders can really sprint very well. Let's see. Yates has the best acceleration. I think it is going to show today. Adam Yates will get something out of this of Vuelta Espana. And the peloton are going to come in together. No attacks by Geraint Thomas. A big surprise to me. There you are. We can follow Fabro across the line. Great job by him. Great job by the team. Conserve energy. No need to sprint. A successful stage protecting Reds. Oh, but we do have some bad news. I mean, towards the end of the stage in the descent, Alessandro Covi is going to withdraw from this year's Vuelta Espana. What a shame that is. Okay then guys, we have a sprint stage again today, or I mean maybe a punches stage. So Kevin Vermaak on a +5 could be our man. If not, Rick Zabel could be his day. We'll see. But there should be no changes in the GC. We are still 4 seconds in the lead of the race ahead of Geraint and in Reds. So then guys, we have 8.5k to go into the finish in Toledo, and Ruch, Zimmerman, Vermaak and Zabel are the train today. We'll see if Zabel has it. I doubt it in that climb. I mean, Vermaak, 81 hill, he is surely our man for the stage. Ciccone and Fabro are going to try and conserve their energy for tomorrow's massive mountain stage. So now 4.5k to go. Jonas Ruch upping the rhythm quite aggressively right now. Vermaak getting blocked off by Vavaka. That is not ideal, and Zabel is in his position now in the train. What is going on here? 2k to go. Vermaak out of position. Far from ideal. Only 1k to go now. We need to really start trying to launch this if we can into the finish. Let's just sprint with all our guys, see what we can do. I think it's slightly cobbled as well, meaning Wout van Aert surely is going to be a massive favourite, and he is going to cruise it today. Vermaak will be second, Ben Swift third, and no time bonuses for anyone in the GC today, but Van Aert's a different level. Entering the final stage then of the GC at this Vuelta Espana. Geraint Thomas 4 seconds down. I think it is a two-way battle. Everyone else over 4 minutes down. They are tightly packed, and Fabro hopefully can hold on for a top 10. He deserves it at this race for sure. Wout van Aert is in the points jersey. We have Badoon in KOMs. Pogacar is the young rider, and we're third in the Movistar classification, but it's all about reds. Let's go. Now this has the potential to be very interesting. Giulio Ciccone in reds with a zero race day condition, and we have shocking race days really all round. Could we lose it at the final hurdle? Let's hope not. We will have a big breakaway again then. You can see some of the riders here, Yates, Schachmann, but it seems no real kind of teammates for our rivals. Oh, okay, we have just seen a full Jonas Ruch and Kevin Vermaak from our squad to go down. They were two guys relaying on the front of this group. They do continue. No GC rivals going down either. They should get back in, I think. So we've just seen another fall. This time, Tadej Pogacar goes down again. David Gaudu is down. Richie Porte. So a few guys from the top 10. We could well see an increase in the rhythm for sure after that. This stage has been far from easy so far. We've had really a few incidents which have caused some guys to increase the rhythm in the peloton. This one especially, Pogacar and Godzu behind. They will get back in, I believe. It's a fair gap though, and I mean, we are struggling with this tempo. So we are continuing to battle on. 77k to go, 85 riders remain in this group, but we are waiting for this climb right here, the Puerto de Puena Negra. I'm not sure if I've said that correctly, I'm afraid, but that could be where we see the first major moves. Oh boy, and was I correct? We have just suddenly seen a big move. It's Wout van Aert going off the front. An interesting move. I do believe Jumbo-Visma are trying to set something up here for Primoz Roglic. We'll up the tempo, not too much though, because we want to conserve for when genuine GC contenders try a move. It seems Sunweb will try and react as well. Resting that climb then, suddenly we have 32k to go to hold on to the red jersey. I think we've taken the bonus. No. That cannot be happening. That cannot be happening. Giulio Ciccone falls in the descent and he's by himself. We need to sit up right now and wait for Giulio Ciccone. What a time to fall as well. I cannot believe it. So we now have teammates with us. Georg Zimmermann is going to try and bring us back to the peloton. We could be done though. We could well be done here. I mean, let's get Fabre pacing as well. We'll put these guys up to 90. We'll have Aliotti protecting Giulio as well. I mean, there's the peloton up the road. We may have just lost La Vuelta Espana, and they are tempoing hard as well in this group. Boy oh boy, I don't know what to say guys. 15k to go. Currently we have lost La Vuelta, and quite considerably as well. They are some way up the roads. They continue to pace the Ineos Grenadiers, tempoing when the red jersey falls, unfortunately, in a descent. That is not the way I would want to win a Grand Tour, that is for sure. Fabre is literally giving everything he has. Aliotti will be doing the same shortly as well. For poor Giulio Ciccone. We are a team of honour here at T-Mobile Bianchi. We don't try and pace when the race leader falls, unfortunately, in a descent. Jumbo-Visma, I'm afraid the same cannot be said for them. We are doing our best though not to panic. We have 10k to go. Still, I think about 2 minutes up to the guys at the head of the race. Let's go like this with Gio Aliotti up to 90, even 88 maybe. Ciccone on his wheel. Let's go 90. We need to really push this. Try and get back in if we can. Geraint Thomas is pulling himself despite having teammates in this group. What is going on right now? Can we get back in? I'm not sure, but we are closing the gap. This could either be heartbreak or the comeback of all comebacks. I mean, I've never really seen anything like this. We still have a big gap to those guys, but are they sitting up now? Are they done? I just do not know. We have 4k to go in this stage. Gio is pretty much done. Ciccone can use his gel. Let's just try and go to the line. Come on, Giulio. They're now attacking in the group up the road. Roglic. I mean, we're done. We've got no chance. We have no chance when they're riding like this. That is for sure. Ciccone is going to battle on. That is one thing for sure. He can go up to maybe 89 for a little bit. Where is Geraint Thomas? He's in this group with his teammates. And Geraint Thomas is going to steal the Vuelta Espana from Giulio Ciccone after pacing when Ciccone fell in a descent. Can you guys believe it? The drama this race has thrown up. And Geraint Thomas is going to win it in the most unsporting of ways. Roglic is going to win the sprints from the GC group after Omo Fraile wins the stage. Thomas is done. You can see Ciccone really made a great effort of coming back. I'm gutted. I cannot believe it. We're also going to finish just behind Tadej Pogacar, showing just how bad he has been at this race. Everything we have fought for in this race, down the drain. Just like that. Heartbreaking, guys. Really is. Geraint Thomas, the Ineos Grenadiers, they tempoed in the descent and after the fall of Ciccone. We fought back really well. We gave it our best. I mean, I don't think we could have reacted really any better in that situation. But 1 minute and 31 behind Geraint Thomas, and we have lost La Vuelta at the final hurdle. In heartbreaking fashion, it must be said. We're going to be second on the podium in Madrid. It's not where we hope to be though. I don't know what to say, guys. I'm absolutely gutted. Geraint Thomas riding to Madrid in red. It shouldn't have been this way. It really shouldn't have. I mean, Ciccone did everything right apart from that crash in the descent, and It's an unwritten rule, I guess. It's not written into PCM though. Let's see if maybe, just maybe, we can end off this race in a positive mood, winning in Madrid with Rick. That would be beautiful. Dry Hindley falls into the final few kilometers. Wouldn't it have been just fantastic if that was Geraint Thomas and we could have done it in the final kilometers of the final stage, but not to be. We have a big sprint train today, including Giulio Ciccone for the first time this race. He's going to try and really propel Zabel to victory after we lost Alessandro Covi, of course. Now Jonas Ruch putting our guys in just the perfect position. Look at that ride by the big German. We are right on the front here, and this is going to be crucial. It's a slightly uphill finish and drag to the line here in Madrid today. So we need to look after Zabel as best we can, not spending excess energy if we can avoid doing so. But we also need to stay in the perfect position, which is exactly what we're doing right here. Now Fabro to the front into the final 2 kilometers. Here we go. Fabro leading out Rick, Zabel, Georg Zimmermann into the final 1 kilometer. We can go with Ciccone. And now Rick Zabel going for the line. Do we have enough? Jasper Philipsen is going to win today into Madrid. It's going to be a top 5 again for Rick. Sadly, just not quite strong enough this race. We went a bit too late as well. We did get third actually, beating you, and I thought we were just behind the Australian. Not quite for Rick. A race of nearlies in the end. We fell behind in the time trial. We clawed our way back in the mountains, all the way back into the red jersey. Ciccone, he had it taken away from him really, really in harsh manner, really harsh manner. But Geraint Thomas will win, I think, the second Grand Tour of his career. Now only missing the Giro. I'm not sure I'm too happy with the way he won it. Pouls will be third. Roglic and Pogacar disappointing, but in the top 5 still. And even Fabro was forced to miss out on that top 10 after being dragged back to help Ciccone. I mean, a race of nearlies. Zabel couldn't get his win. We did pick up our share of stage victories. Zabel was on the podium though at least 3 or 4 times at this race, and he just couldn't quite get across the line. Really unlucky, and I really hope we can get a Grand Tour win with Rick next season. But you can see Van Aert took the green jersey. We had Antonez in the KOM jersey, Pogacar in white, and Ineos get the team classification. But that'll round out today's episode of this T-Mobile Bianchi adventure. I hope you guys are still enjoying the series. I certainly am. And we'll have the World Championships up next, and then I think Il Lombardia to end out this season. Anyhow, drop a like if you enjoyed, drop a sub on the channel if you're new. Make sure you let me know what you thought of Ineos' tactics in the comments down below, and I will see you in the next one.